There is a vast gap in education sector out there. Between college students passing out and joining in corporate sector, there is a gap where they're not skilled. And that's what EdTech is filling today. Today we have with us Prashant Shetty, the founder and CEO of Tax Skills, which has been running since 2020. We welcome you, Prashant.
Thank you, Anuradha.
So coming to how did you start Tax Skills? What was the goal and vision behind this?
I would like to add here before I talk about tax skills, about my journey. Overall experience, I was into consulting, right? Almost 12 to 13 years. So I had a dream of managing my own company. So that's one thing which I had in mind. And majorly have seen about the gap in the technology training placement, right? So there is a huge gap I have seen. So then I thought of adding a value of what experience I gone through it, and had a good number of experts, and even community was really good, and that made me to think about starting Tax Skills. And this, the name only says we are going to tag a skills to a candidate, maybe working professional or freshers. So we have to identify what interest they have, like not just forcing some skill or just start it. So there is no pressure for any candidate to choose. Does this technology? We can analyze what they want, and we are going to propose the technology. So this is something uniquely we started, and it's really going good, and we have done really good number of results with our experience of last 3 years.
Amazing. So, like you mentioned, adding a skill set, which I and Aditya, all of us, we truly believe, in today's education system, we still have books which aren't revised for like 5 years or 10 years plus. And I think that's where Tax Skills and other edtech companies are coming in to fill that gap of bringing in the best of the newest knowledge.
Exactly.
Right? So, what does it feel like from being somebody in the corporate as an individual contributor to starting out being a founder?
It was little harder for me to take the decision, but I just give a thought in this way. If I work for another 5, 10 years or another 15 years, I reach a position, be director, partner of the company. So I just realized if I start working on my own idea, or I can implement, and I can give a more experience to who is all looking for my experience to share, right? That's a major thing. And in a next another 5, 10 years, I can be a independent. I can talk to people independently, and I can meet multiple organizations with my plans or execution, whatever I have. If I work in a company, right? Only I can work with the clients what they have.
Correct.
But when I work on my own idea, or maybe the strategies, right? So I have an open option to reach and work on many requirements to achieve. That's a major thing I just implemented quickly, and I took 1 or 2 months to decide about leaving a corporate job and continue with the Tax Skills as a CEO.
Mm-hmm. Perfectly said. I think we have now reached in India a stage where there is reverse brain drain. And, instead of people wanting to be just employees in companies, people are thinking out to be employers just like you. People are thinking to be founders. I'm sure the journey is not easy. Just a small question. How did you assemble the funds for it?
Okay. Yeah, it's a tough question to handle, to say about everything now in this time. But I will tell you the story how we managed to handle the fund. So I had some savings, and my spouse supported me a lot in this journey. And it's not easy to quit and starting a startup company to lead. And I had a very good salary from the corporate, right? So the funding is like, I just decided like not to go with any fund from any investor or maybe other investor who is looking for a funding this startup company. I just told our team, we had a team of 6 plus like last year, and today we have 12 plus. So we hired even 6 more employees during this recession time also. And so our major strength is about our team. Okay, so our team works in a way that even the not expecting about the salary growth or something immediately. So I told about the current situation that we are doing well. So fund is not required much to open an office something, or we had a plan to have one office in Bangalore, and there we have taken a day pass kind of concept. So
Oh,
instead of
lovely.
investing entire office area, right, we have taken a day pass concept.
Cost-effective
Yeah, cost
strategy.
effective strategy. And online we are doing, and more expenses is more about internet services, or maybe the software which we have to like propose to the candidates, and it's more about the time investment, right? So there is no much money involved to grow this company. It's more about the investment on the knowledge to add. And I sat back and gave a lot of knowledge to all our team members. I developed their knowledge, skills, and all, updated their skills instead of investing in someone experienced people to take from outside. And I had a team of, like, I had a good connections outside who are all following me very well, right? They become like freelancers for us to train and mentor and coach. And even somewhere the money constraint is there, they understand the situation and we work accordingly. So funding, we did not take from anyone. So it's a self-funded company. And yeah, we have used our savings in these years, and we put on this business.
Hats off to you on that.
So Harsh, it takes a lot of courage to start a startup with a bootstrap and keep running on it on a successful level. It's very I'm just obliged with the initiative which you have taken for the students so that they can learn. So students sometimes have the concern like all the students are not on the same level. Some students are just starting of their career, they doesn't know anything from their previous experience. Some are on the mid level, they have learned something but they want to upgrade, and somewhere are very experienced who wants to upgrade on a different technology or different segment from there. So how tech skills is addressing that particular concern of the students, and how they are managing on that particular difference level, how they are teaching on that difference level and giving them benefit on the level they are on still on.
Yeah, it's a very good question. We cannot merge everyone into a single batch or maybe the training pattern, right? Initially, we do a counseling session. We make them, we'll ask them open questions. We'll try to mock them. So, what exactly they're looking for, right? Initially, nobody will reveal what they want to become, right? First talk never happens in a very good way, right? So, we keep one or two talks continuously. We keep like, and we understand their requirement, and then we propose them couple of tasks to perform. And if they perform and present, then only we will say, okay, you can take this opportunity or maybe extra skill to add into your profile.
So perfectly said. I think, for every startup to decide their SKUs or decide their different product lines, categorize their customers, and then make packages based on that, what is their requirement. I think I'm sure is something wonderfully you're doing. And, in that, this case that you're mentioning of somebody experienced, so much experience coming to you is a very individual case. So, how are you bringing in practical applications or project-based learning on, with tax skills on a weekly basis, or how are you integrating that as a process to ensure that, at the end of the day, they're here for this program and they go out skilled in their projects? How is that journey?
Right. This most of the training institutions are not aware about what is happening in a company side, right? See, example, imagine most of the training institutes are not focusing about real-time experience, right? Even they keep couple of example project as a dummy project, but that is not going to help them. So what tax skills work, we collect couple of projects recently implemented. We understand the development process, what are the changes are done by from the client side. We will not take any client specific data, but we understand the business process. Example, imagine I worked for a couple of industries like aerospace, mechatronics, beverages. Then I worked for Shell and oil and gas business.
Oh, lovely.
Then I worked for insurance company, rooftop solutions. For completely, I worked for international project and one domestic also. So when I have gone through this all experience, right, I understood many business scenarios. So that business scenario will be added into every set of candidate are coming and asking, right? So someone is from a manufacturing background, he would like to or she would like to understand about the oil and gas industry experience. So this manufacturing experience already they have. They want to know about oil and gas industry experience, then retail industry experience, e-commerce industry experience. So we can add that example to their in their experience
So
along with the training.
multi-segment.
Exactly. Multi-segment knowledge will be shared, and they can definitely speak very confidently in the interview time.
So wherever they want tomorrow, they can go to an advertising company, they can go to a marketing company,
any organization.
Any solutions company which can cater to multiple segments.
Right.
Lovely. So I think as an individual, if you have to suggest, what do you think would be benefits of somebody doing tax skills course?
Benefit is a lot. I'll tell you a couple of benefits how they will get. Not only about the job, few are taking courses for upskilling in their current organization also.
Mm-hmm.
They know today application which is already they are using. After a couple of months, they are going to implement another application or maybe higher version. So then in that duration, nobody is there in the company to educate them immediate basis or maybe quickly basis. So where they cannot speak, they are not able to speak very confidently with the third party consulting firm going to implement. So then they will connect with us, they learn that technology and they gain that information about what is happening, what is changes are going to happen, and they can easily negotiate with the third party consulting
Client.
firm, right? Client.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why even it is not only for the candidate or maybe working professional, couple of companies head also reaching us,
Oh, nice.
and they are trying to understand what we are doing, what we are guiding, and they will learn from our experience. Then they will go and talk to third party consultants.
Yes,
So
yes.
every courses we have today, it's not specific to the job oriented. It is going to useful for working professionals who can use that knowledge, in their current organization, and they can effectively work on it, and they may get good promotion in the
Good
same
promotions.
company.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Can you tell me all the courses that you have with respect to also with respect to what is the duration of the course, and if you do not mind sharing with us, what are the packages like?
Yeah, definitely. We have started with the ERP concept, right? Because most of the EdTech sectors are focused on coding side, coding, analytics, all that. But very few organizations, e-learning, are focused on ERP. So we are particularly focused on ERP. In the ERP, we have multiple ERPs, right? So Oracle, SAP, Odoo, Zoho, like multiple ERPs are
Right.
there. So overall experience which I have in SAP applications, so in that we focus more, we educate more on, imagine already someone trained outside, but they are not knowledgeable to handle the requirement of a project specific, right?
Mhm.
So we connect with them and we work on that particular module experience. So that will be little higher cost, I can say, because they are looking for a directly on the job related experience. So today they are working in there's this sector, but they have not done implementation of SAP, then the cost will be higher. Maybe it is 45,000 to 60,000 range. It depends on the customized requirement. In case if you see a fresher is coming and asking for a ERP application to learn, right? So you propose a basic module. It's a material management. Material management is a basic module which everyone should learn. It's the starting of their career, I can say. So it's easy for every freshers to understand material management, and we will give an add-on on that
And what
for
is
any
the
requirement.
duration of this course?
We work on the hourly basis, and we extend the services for 6 months to 1 year also. And there is a concept called subscription, right? They can take a gold membership with us, and they can take services for a year wise. Okay, we have a package like basic, pro plus, and gold membership like that.
And I think what stands out with tax skills is the fact that, it's customized for every customer or every
Right.
student.
Right.
So you understand what is that they're looking for, what is the level of career they've had, do they want a job or they want to just upskill in the same organization, and then you make a plan exclusively for that, which is what makes tax skills different from other competitors or other edtech spaces. Am I right?
Exactly. We never force anyone to start something they don't like it, firstly. So we take up only what is required and we work on that. That's a demand basis we are doing it, yeah.
Okay, Harsh, it was nice to know that how you are targeting your students and how you are understanding them, analyzing them, that what is their situation, how it will be beneficial for them, and where they have to go, and you're guiding them. Can you also share some light on the past students which they have achieved their professional goals with us, that so that we have a real-time example, and whoever listening this particular podcast, they will know that whom they can see as role model before joining the tech skills, how they achieve their goals.
Definitely, there are multiple stories are there. So I can say 120 plus alumni are working in a multiple big MNCs, big four companies, and few are in abroad also. Out of
Oh,
India
wow.
also they moved after taking all the experience from us. Right? Like during COVID time, most of the people working in a manufacturing firm or maybe any other firm which is like completely shut down, right? Design engineers, production planning executive role, or
On the
maybe
floor
managers.
people.
Yeah, managers also who is having a package of 90,000, 1 lakh, and suddenly their salary become 30,000. And one story, if I say right, you will be wondered. So 57 years old person lost job during the COVID time, and he learned SAP Material Management, Warehouse Management, and he became a SAP MMWM consultant in the age of 57 also. And he lost completely, and he had 2 kids going to school and all. So
Wow.
during COVID time, most of the working professionals like in different industry lost their job, and they have restored to our training requirements. They know about us not completely, but through the referrals. That time we are not much in the market or not promoting much. Through the referral only we used to get. So in that time we did a very good success story from a different industry to a IT side, and they did not do any fake experience in the resume. They took proper 6 to 9 months experience from us, and they mentioned the same thing. From this industry, I'm a design engineer, a production planning engineer,
Wow.
I'm this, and I have taken tax skills experience for 6 to 9 months, and they delivered confidently in the interview.
So I think somewhere it doesn't matter what your age is to learn the skill, and probably tax skill solves that problem, that no matter what your age may be, or your professional background, or your personal background, or your economic status, whether you can afford or not, because you start with 10K, out there, which edtech company is doing this. So that customization is your USP, I think,
Exactly.
which you are trying to do as a bootstrap startup for 3 years plus now. And
Right.
that is where the beauty of tax skills
Exactly.
lies.
Right.
It was very great to listen that how you just add value added to that particular previous experience of that candidate and gave him to a new segment, because sometimes people are afraid to just shifting after so long being in a one dimension and moving to another dimension in their career. But how you smoothly channelize that particular thing, and that particular person proudly saying about the previous experience as well as honestly about the current experience which he has been earned, and it is implemented simultaneously and moving ahead in the career. It was very great to hear from you.
EdTech company, even growing or maybe a bootstrap, any company, right? They should understand the feelings of the candidates. It's not
True.
like simply you, okay, just join here. They show all the companies list. We are going to place you all in this company. They get influenced easily, right? They will not understand about the background of the candidate, and even that person is or candidate is eligible to handle the requirement of a company who is looking for. Ability part is not checked, and even there is no mentoring happenings during the course. They call everyone in the training and like senior people, they start training and all, right? So even big organizations, I can suggest, like, so just think about the candidate is able to do it or not, or else you can put them into a small package or train them. If they're able to pick up that during that period, right, then you can push into next level, right? Shortlisting of candidate is really necessary.
So I think where beauty of tax skills lies in the fact that unlike other edtech companies which are just selling any packages, tax skills is mentoring,
Right.
is doing eligibility check,
Right.
is doing the right fitment to which package, and then
Right.
seeing whether it has to be customized for the candidate, and also getting into the emotional aspects to understand the economic background of the student and know where is he coming from, and then giving that opportunity
Right.
to allow to pay in EMIs or as per their
Convenient.
convenience. I think that's where tax skills makes a difference.
Yes, definitely.
So e-learning space as such is very competitive. Back we started with Upgrad and Unacademy and Byju's, and then it all picked up. You have GrowthX, you have Stoa, you have Masai, you have Mesa. Where is tax skills?
Yes, I have seen many organizations are growing, and even I used to follow a couple of their growth, their strategies, like how they are doing and growing. Yeah, I used to follow some couple of startup company how they are growing today, right? Tax skills is working on long term, not like in a short time we make a very big money, then we are not able to handle that pressure
And we exit.
exit. Yeah, that should not happen.
Correct.
So right, like our all like parents and all, how they used to follow the consistency things, and they are very genuine about their approach, right? I'm from a background of a middle class, not like a very rich or something, where I have seen the difficulties, challenges, how when I used to go to school and all, right, it was not easy for us to manage everything. So when I see that all experience, right, so now same set of people are coming and reaching out tax skills. So I feel very good that okay, such people are now coming and expecting us to do something for their growth. So I can see that when I struggled for 4 or 5 years to get into a consulting firm with a mechanical engineering background, right? Imagine as a mechanical engineer moving into IT is not
IT is not
It's not
easy.
easy
easy,
part.
right?
Yeah.
So same way when I see someone, he or she is interested to take some experience or training. So I took 4 or 5 years to become like that. Why I should make that person to
Waste
delay,
four,
waste?
5 years
Yeah.
or
So
delay.
that is the
True.
focus we are doing today, and the result wise is very good, and success is very high now about the company,
Yes.
and we are focusing on that, and we have a very long vision also, and few couple of startup firms also approaching us that can we do a
Collaboration or merging. So what I see tax skills different from other edtech places is tapping into the middle class, lower middle class, rural economy, those children who still go to government schools, government colleges, pass out from there, but after that there is nothing. There is no light at the end of the tunnel. They come out to metro cities, tier 1 cities, and go job hunting to call centers. Takes them years to bring in sufficient to even feed two stomach.
exactly.
That gap is what tax skills with just 6 months or max 1 year is filling, and
Exactly.
taking upskilling them like 4x or 5x in terms of remuneration,
Exactly.
if I'm right.
Exactly. So along with the income, they are peacefully managing their work today. Sometimes some organizations are offering higher package, and that candidate is not able to handle the task what they are giving. So there is a high chance they may terminate. There are a few
True.
cases where they have put experience fake, and somehow the organization has taken money and they put them into a company. Within a year, they will be just sending them out. Then where they'll go? Again, they'll be on road, right? So we do in this way, working with us 6 months, 9 months, be patient. Okay, just not to rush everything to be happening like I want to make 10 lakhs, 20 lakhs package immediately from 2, 3 lakhs. No, that is not going to happen.
Happen for
Step by step,
anybody.
you can start. You are okay working for a company from last 4 years. My package only 3.5. My job is only supporting this routine job. Even I do better also in the company, they will not pay me 8 or 9 lakhs. Prashun, tell me now how I can change my income source, and I don't want to be in a toxic environment where they pay me 10 lakhs, 20 lakhs, and you should work as a BDE, and they will expecting you to make 2 CR business in a month, right? So that is not possible sometimes. So they expect, most of the aspirant expect, you suggest me a role which will not have much toxic environment, and we can learn from your end and we can apply in that organization. So that's the way we mentor, we coach and guide and we place, right? And rural city people are not good in English also. We implemented recently about local language, Kannada, Hindi,
So sweet.
Marathi, and Tamil. Every language we are going to train at least initial stage, 1 or 2 weeks, 3 weeks, where they need to gel up, right? Until unless if they're not gelling up with the mentor or coach, it's difficult for them to go through a high level knowledge sharing, right? So
Very
firstly, we
true.
talk
Very true.
discuss about their challenges. We discuss for a week, right? Immediately, we should not start any training. So we do a kind of a setup. 1 week we just interact, discuss,
Interact.
and we can give a knowledge. If they're not happy to continue, they can even cancel the program.
And I don't think this is available with any edtech.
Yeah, it's not available. So interaction
You
and all,
come,
yeah.
you take the
Yeah.
package, you leave the package, all up to you. And also the packages are like 3 lakhs, 5 lakhs, from other places. So basically, they aren't solving the problem. They're just money making business. Where I see tax skills, where I see Prashun being CEO of this company is being a social entrepreneur with a long-term vision to touch million lives, to upscale them not just for Indian economy, but global economy.
Exactly.
So if you could give me one instance where there is one student of tax skills who has been placed abroad.
Abroad story is little challenging for a person who is in India, and SAP consulting journey was first for him, right? So initially he was not even like thinking about it's going to happen. Just joined, and I told there is an opportunity in this country. If you want to move and you want to make money, so you can start with us. Okay, just for money purpose he was looking for, because challenges were there. Okay, for him, if even he stay back in India another 10 years, so not able to earn that much money to close his debts or maybe the loan what he had. So in that situation, I told I will try my best. Personally, I coached and mentored, guided, and he moved to UK
UK?
after experience.
Oh,
Yeah,
lovely. And what designation does he hold?
senior consultant.
Wow. And
That's
which segment, which industry of corporate is this?
It's consulting only.
Consulting.
It's a company which more on the client where they consult other clients and all, right?
So
Like
tax skills has reached global economy in less than 3 years, being all bootstrapped with, small team.
right.
Probably the vision is too strong.
Great to hear from you with all these stories and everything you are telling us, that how you're expanding not in the India and global level, you're impacting the people's life. It's very great to hear. And the term SAP which you mentioned, in which in terms of ERP, SAP is very big name, as well as the problem is there that sometimes people put fake experience and they join a company, and when the company realizes it's a fake experience, they don't know anything, they fire them. And what they have missed there is a career opportunity, because they have a black flag on the resume why they were fired with them. So some of the big names like SAP, they have their own examination system or certifications going through, so that this can be reduced. So people have to put an examination to give an authorization that yes, we are experienced person. So SAP is taking care of them. Sometimes Microsoft Business Central is also taking care of them. So how you see the SAP certification exams is impacting the SAP consultants, and how important it is for the consultants to do this kind of examination and get certified?
Right. This questions are asked by many already, and it's the right question where I can elaborate more. It may take 30 to 45 seconds to say about it. Imagine certification is one part of a process, right? It's not mandatory. So I reached a position called manager or maybe project manager or SME in a big four company. So I did not had any certification, and recently I did certification just for coaching as a certified consultant. I did the certification. That's a secondary. That's a different story. It's not mandatory. What is happening now in the market? Certification cost is little higher, right? There's a cost like one certification you can do it in Indian currency. It's a 20,000, 21,000 including GST, 21,000. And if you want to do a six certification, it's a 50,000 with GST. It may vary, depends on the situation. So most of the freshers are not aware about certification cost. Okay, I'm not against any authorized partnered certification what they're doing training today. I'm not against, but they have to educate why the cost of entire program is 2.5 lakhs, 3 lakhs. So why can't you make it in a lesser cost where you can have a partnership with the SAP, how you can balance it. So don't force everyone to take a certification. At least understand which company is looking for certification. For them only you can suggest it, get it. Why you should do it for everyone? And after experience you are doing certification is always good. Before you do certification, then you are waiting for a job. I have seen also many people who are certified today who took a loan, 2.5 lakh, 3 lakh loan, and today they are paying EMI and they are not into SAP consulting job. They are working again in a manufacturing or maybe a sales job or maybe a marketing or any other job they are doing. I'm not saying the job is not good, but the position what they wanted to become, right? Yeah, they have lost that hope also, and they become negative. Even today, if I speak to a person who invested 3 lakh and he's jobless, and if I convince also, they are not able to accept it. So I have lost. I will not trust anyone. This is the mindset of many freshers who are all jobless today. And for that reason only, I always say about the certification is not mandatory for anyone. You get experience properly, work on the real-time scenarios, which will help you to start in a position at least analyst, associate. Don't fake your experience. Don't fake experience and try for a senior role and you want to make money quick. quickly, because after a year again you lose job, right? You will not get any salary from anywhere. So start from
And
3
also,
lakh.
what I see is, tax skills providing a very comprehensive journey, of not just that you're teaching them processes, you're also teaching them business modules around it. You're telling them how is it going to be in every segment. Then you're presenting case studies to them. Then they're supposed to solve these case studies of different
Problems.
segments. So by the time they pass out of tax skills, they know for segment X, Y, Z, warehousing of B2B, B2C, whatever segment B, how do I do
Exactly. At
this?
least 3 years experience they'll take from us. 6 months
Yes.
they properly learn and
Hmm.
experience they gain from us, right? Minimum 3 years experience they are getting from us. Minimum. So
3 years
they
of experience.
experience what others are working in a company 3 years, right? So within this short time they gain such experience from us. So it's easy for the task to deliver it. So manager says, okay, do this. They will just do it on spot or something quickly. So they will not doubt also. And within the professional period they have to perform well. If they perform well, they'll continue further. So till now, who are all trained by us, mentored by us, right? They joined a company, not even single termination, not even single
Not a single
termination,
termination
not
has
even.
ever happened in tax skills. 3.5 journey,
Yes,
3.5 years journey of tax skills of 120
plus
plus
alumni
alumni
working in a different organization, not even single person
in
come out.
India,
Even
also
layoff time
abroad.
also, recession also, they are doing good in the company.
Which simply means that, you have not given them knowledge, you have given them skill set with which they can function for a decade plus.
Yes.
Exactly.
Isn't it?
Exactly.
And what they would have otherwise learned in 5 years of doing jobs after jobs, you give them in 6 months.
Exactly.
So that's where tax skills plays a very important role for all our audience out there. That what you might be seeking from different experiences of working in different corporate sector for years together, here we have an EdTech company all for you doing it in less than 6 months, the same experience of 3 years plus. And when we say this, 120 plus alumni, not a single ever terminated, will give you goosebumps. So do try out tax skills, do log into their website, have a word with Prashant directly on LinkedIn, and he would be more than happy to assist you personally along with his team, customize a plan that is suitable to you
Yes.
as per your knowledge base, as per your level, entry level, or wherever you are in an organization, where you want to be in at a leadership position. Doesn't matter which part of the country you are, doesn't matter if you are in another country, the team will reach out to you, customize a plan just for you. Tax skills has how many women employees
9,
out of?
12.
Oh my God. So if women empowerment is something that we are looking at in Indian economy,
We can go to
Aditya,
tech skills.
we go to tax skills. This truly, truly support. Even Prashant's wife is managing director of tax skills and she handles completely marketing on all the processes. While Prashant is here,
Yes.
there is somebody there at the office taking care of tax skills completely.
Exactly.
Right? Just to do a few things. Prashant, how is personal and professional work-life balance?
Yeah, definitely very good balance I have.
Okay.
Why? Because my spouse, she really understand well what I'm doing, and she supports well. So or else imagine living a high paid job and picking up the startup company to lead, right? It's not easy, right? Lots of commitments, EMI to pay, and she had a lot of dreams to travel to different country, but now everything
Is on
we are,
hold.
yeah, hold. We are working more on development of this company, and expansion is happening, right? And even I got a baby.
Yes.
Like now she's 2 years old, and baby, then my family, like my parents, her family, all that, right? It's like I'm the one who has to look into everything, right? They always see that okay, Prashant is there, then okay, they are happy, confident about everything, and they trust completely whatever I'm doing, it's good. And mainly, yeah, my spouse is very supportive, and I would like to even add about uh, like my parents also. They are very supportive. They never question much. Okay, you have to give this money every month or something. No, never. So I'm able to balance every financial aspects. Yeah, so yeah, that's a good thing happening. Good thing.
So it takes a lot to be an entrepreneur. It's one man army. trying to build an empire out there. Behind that one man is a whole family, is a spouse, is a child, our parents, who have given in to the vision of this entrepreneur, knowing that they stand by him no matter what the circumstances may be. Getting into one revenue stream, leaving back a high paying job, working with big fours is not something that we all can do. That itself speaks of the legacy that tax skills is trying to bring. Tax skills is trying to build. With word of mouth, with LinkedIn as a platform, Prashun and his team at Tax Skills has done work for and created employment for 120 plus people. So imagine if we all are into this together. We all as an audience, we all as a team support and bring in this together. Tax Skills is only and only going to rise to a global level, and maybe a name in every single will be a name in every single country out there. So a couple of rapid fire questions. In 2024, what ERP should someone learn?
So I could see Indian ERP Zoho is really doing good. Most of the startup firms or medium scale industries are going with ERP. ERP is mandatory for every industry now.
Yes.
Before you used to follow only Excel or Word, all this MS Office to follow all the data, but now every companies are going with the ERPs. Odoo also came into picture now. Foreigner who is investing on Odoo and he's coming to India and managing all this Odoo software.
What I think in the ERP, and I like to know more about this, that in ERP, when you learn something, how important it is to apply it and have an experience with that particular thing, and then before moving towards the development phase. Because if I learn, let's say, one module of SAP,
Right.
then I have to be experienced in that, or I can learn another module simultaneously. Because it's a very important, tricky for the learners, that they learn something, they should apply it, or they just go for the another thing. So how you think about it?
Yeah, it's a challenge for many who are all today learnt a core module. Yes. Maybe material management, finance and controlling, sales and distribution, project system, plant maintenance, production planning, quality management, EWM, external warehouse management. There are many modules. If I list out, there are 100, 150 modules are there.
Yes.
But companies only implementing what is really mandatory, right?
So now you know that from Prashan himself that SAP involves a lot of customization. It's a lot of consultation. It's a lot of one-on-one discussion with the student before he takes up the course. So that's why do log into www.taxskills.com. Have a personal one-to-one conversation with them, which is not going to be one call alone. It's going to be a 1 month journey, multiple calls, where they will try to understand you, the number of modules that you need, customize a plan for you.
To all who are all looking for SAP courses or any ERP courses from Tax Skills, you always reach out our website. There you can create your profile and then you can wait for our team to contact you. And from that, we will do a 30 minutes counseling session. We understand about the requirement, what you're looking for. We'll make all the points ready and then we try to give a support. You want like 1 month support, 2 months or 3 months or 6 months or 1 year. We have multiple options. You can pick it up from Tax Skills. And thank you all for all supporting, and even all the alumni are like supporting us today and recommending for a couple of requirements. And also we are able to place our all learners in a other company based on the alumni support only. So I would like to say thanks to all alumni and thanks to all our supporter, and few startup companies are encouraging us to deploy our trained certified consultants in their company. So thank you all again.